Hey, it's all about quality, not about quantity. Right? Let's get back to another round of Brewsday Tuesday with DreZ and Huck.
And we're back.
We've been doing a lot of cans lately.
Yeah, that's the thing, I think. I was, about every brewery that I follow on the internet, it's like, we just got a new canning line, blah, blah, blah. We're canning this, we're canning that. Put it in your can.
I guess, they do hold up better, do they not?
Yeah, there's argument. Purists say glass is better, but, aluminum cans now are lined. We had those cans from 82.
Yeah, that's true. Well, see, here's the thing. I prefer to drink beer out of glass, but if I'm popping a good beer in a can, I'm going to pour it in a glass. Even if I pop a bottle out of even if I pop a glass bottle, if it's a good beer, I'll pour it in a glass. So the way I see it is canning, and we'll pour it in a glass like I'm doing right now.
Hell, I'll drink it out of a glass. Out of a can. I don't care. I grew up that way.
Anywho.
Pop tops, cut my toe on a plop top.
You done?
I guess I am.
It is round 2 of DC beers here on Brewsday Tuesday, and you pulled out a couple, and I had to grab this one.
Yeah.
And it's not and it's not just because it's an Imperial IPA, which I love my Imperials.
You knew I'd grab it if you didn't.
But this is the DC Bra on the Wings of Armageddon, and this is about as metal of a can as I have ever seen.
So we're saying that we're metal on a can.
It's a metal can, but it's metal on a can.
So
I'm going to read the back because I'm sure this is metal. I don't know. Let's see what it says. And so it was written, according to Mayan and Hopi calendars, the transition from one world age to another will happen on December 21st, 2012. As an homage to the transition, DC Braw has concocted an Imperial IPA named On the Wings of Armageddon. And then it has a huge, they jumbo-sized the government warning about how you get, fetal alcohol syndrome and all that crap.
What's the APV on that fetal alcohol?
Well,
beer?
It is an Imperial IPA, so I would expect nothing less than a nice 9.2.
Yeah. Huck session.
So
I have the Ghost White IPA by 3 Stars Brewing. I went to the beer store. I said, who's the best brewer in D.C.? And she goes, well, I don't know. She goes, well, probably. Everybody's talking about 3 Stars. And I'm looking at their can. I can see that they have a sugar skull on it. So they're the best.
Yeah, am I wrong? Have we had 3 Stars either on the show or maybe I've had it in my personal life? I don't know.
Think so, because I don't think they've been around very long. It's a DC beer. Maybe you have. I've never even heard of them.
I think I might have had some when I went up for Shamrock Fest.
Could be. Apparently, they're the thing. They're the veil of DC.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and they making some good beers. I have some more of theirs for people. We're going to drink some more of theirs later.
So 3 Stars, and what was the beer you just popped?
It's the Ghost White.
A Ghost White.
Yeah, and it's got a Celtic cross. Maybe is that Celtic? Do you think?
I say Celtic.
Celtic. Well, you can say it either way.
It looks like it.
And then it's got a sugar skull with 3 stars on its head. It's got a shield with 3 stars. So they're all about the 3 stars.
So this is our badass cans segment.
We started with the light beers, and now we're drinking the big beers.
To the bigger boys.
5.9.
Why? See, and it's weird because same thing, and kind of like last one, how the color is deceiving. You think a white IPA, you think it would be lighter in color, but that looks like a standard.
So DC has, of course, you're close to Baltimore, which is really a beer mecca in my opinion. A lot of people diss Baltimore, but you got Heavy Seas, you got Brewer's Art, you got Max's Brew House with 80 plus taps and 3,000 bottles. There's plenty of beer. You can't do all the good beer places in one day in Baltimore. This is Huck saying that. Mm-hmm. I'm saying you can't do it, and somebody may say, yeah, they can. No, if I can't do it, nobody can do it. Okay, it's a 2-day trip. But D.C. has always been a little lacking. And the D.C. Brow's been around a long time, but now we have these new places. And we have a Droid Theory out there in wherever, Loudon, somewhere out there in the suburbs and the burbs. And there's 6 or 8 breweries out in the burbs. I'm not going to name them all. None of them are exemplary, A Droid Theory, I think I have one of those for later, too, as well.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah.
Now, but since D.C. is the topic of today, what other D.C. beers or breweries are out there that you might know of that are actually in the district?
Well, the other
that aren't
thing
on the
is
show
you got
today?
2 or 3 really good bars in there. You got it used to be the Beer Skeller. Anyway, they changed names, and the people that owned that moved to another one called CBC. And then there's a bunch of multi-tap bars that are really good. Mm-hmm. And now the one that I'm trying to think of has escaped my brain, but I will use the internet to look for that.
And I can't think of it either, but I remember seeing a bar in D.C. featured on a show that's like the mecca of bourbon bars.
Oh, yeah?
And they have like literally the largest bourbon selection of any bar in the world. And it's right there in D.C. And there's even like a hidden back room that you kind of got to know about to get to. It's like almost like a speakeasy in a bar.
Yeah, there is a speakeasy there. Church Key, sorry.
All right, there you go.
Took me a minute. Church Key, now this is a place, not only does it have the best beer in town, upstairs, you go upstairs and it's got a huge bar, but my initial visit was in, I want to say, 2008, maybe, and I just heard about it, and I was just really getting into beer, and I walked in there, and my favorite beer, of course, was Bell's Two-Hearted Ale. And seriously, so I walk in there, and the bartender's like, what do you like? Nowadays I tell them what to give me, but back then I'd like, well, I like a good IPA, maybe not too hoppy up front.
The noob answer.
Yeah, maybe got some high alcohol. And he goes, well, I've got a Bell's Two-Hearted Ale. I said, I've had it. He goes, you haven't had this one. It's a barrel reserve. I'm like, ooh.
Now we're talking.
Oh, no, it was cask reserve.
Yeah.
And it's like super high alcohol, really good. And so I've loved the place ever since. I don't get there much, and it's super crowded. You have to pick your times. Mm-hmm. They have the Brewers Conference up there every spring, and everybody's bringing their beers out. It's kind of like the Great American Beer Festival, and everybody's bringing their beers out, so you can't even get in the door unless you know a brewer. And fortunately, I know a few, but I can't always get in the door, even me. It's always funny because somebody will be posting on the internet, I tried to go get that beer, but they were full, and be like the brewer for Stone, and somebody go, and you tell them who they were, and they go, you were? And he said, yeah, they didn't care. They had more important people than me in there. So if you're the brewer from Stone, you can't get in. I don't feel bad if I can't get in.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, go ahead.
But I did see some distilleries, now that you mentioned that, right even downtown D.C. as we were riding around.
So that's the other thing. I mean, obviously, we focus on beer and stuff, but both of us love a good bourbon, and really, I love any liquor if it's made well.
Yeah. I mean, maybe gin's not my favorite.
I don't really mess with gin either.
Yeah,
It just tastes like you're drinking a pine tree or something.
Yeah, that's what I said. But, vodka, tequila.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good tequilas. Maybe we should do a liquor show for one day. Just go off. Yeah, that'd be good. Can I get a ride home?
Yeah, we might actually need an Uber that time. But what are you thinking of your DC 3 stars Ghost White IPA over there, my friend?
All right, this is I'm going to say that it's a little bit hop, what I call hop forward. It's got a lot of bitterness on the back end.
Hop forward means bitterness on the back end?
Yeah, because that means they put the hops in early.
Ah,
So,
I see what you're saying.
Bittering hops are early, smooth hops are in the middle, and then the aromatic hops are at the end.
Got you.
So it's much more of the early hop. It's definitely unfiltered. You can hardly, it's golden light, and you can't see through it. I can't see my fingers on the other side of the glass. And so it's a good thick beer. If the hops were added a little later, I'd probably give it a higher score, but I'm going to give it a 375. It's just,
wow, I'm surprised.
well, I don't mean to be mean, but maybe it's the whiteness that gets me.
Racist.
The white.
Racist. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, for over
White
here,
Lives Matter. DC
Bra, which I'm assuming is the brewery.
Yeah.
DC Bra Brewing Company, right there in DC. On the Wings of Armageddon. This is a pretty badass beer. Of course, it is an Imperial IPA, which means heavy duty. It's got some good flavor too. Anything that's with the word Imperial automatically starts at like a 4 in my book. And then if it doesn't taste like total crap, it just moves up from there. And this, of course, doesn't, man. It's got some good flavor to it. The coloring is nice. Lacing is beautiful. This one looks like it is #filtered, but I'm not going to hold that against it. I'm going to give it a little bonus point for the metal badass label because that's my style. This beer, this Imperial IPA on the Wings of Armageddon, gets a 4.75. DC, bruh. It's DC, bruh.
Full point higher than me.
Yeah. Well, you're about to find out why.
I am.
Here after we
I
wrap
get
it up.
to go next.
Well, Huck, I appreciate you like always for coming in and bringing the beer. I don't know what we're doing next week.
So we should mention that we're on new equipment this week.
Oh, well, that's clearly noted if you watch us on the YouTube
Everybody
YouTube video.
should go look because I mean it's a lot cleaner in here.
Yeah, we got a new board, new setup in the
sound
studio.
sounds better to me. I'm gonna have to listen to it on the radio.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I mean we can't hear it while we're on it.
Yeah, I would say that's it. But in the headphones, it sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it sounds
maybe-
much better in headphones. So once I get the stuff
playback,
to upload.
I'll send it to you
the
and let
playback
you know.
to upload, I can listen to that.
Well, let's hope it sounds good. And if it doesn't sound good, well, tough titty.
Drink some more.
Drink some more beer.
Drink another beer. It'll sound better.
No, but you can let us know what you think of the show and what you might want to contribute somehow. If you are a brewer or you got an idea for a show or something, DreZ at 1053thebear.com is my email.
HucksBeerBuzz@gmail.
Huck's Beer Buzz is his handle pretty much all across social media as well. So reach out. We always appreciate you guys listening, and I always love bumping into people at the bar that say they love the show.
And
That's pretty much
if you run into me, you might get a sticker.
It's the most common place that I meet them for some reason. I don't know why. It just
I
seems
meet a lot of people in bars.
Oh, you do the show. Oh, yeah, I love it. Okay.
And look for my stickers everywhere.
Everywhere. In a bar near you.
In a bar on top.
All right, that's Brewsday Tuesday. We'll do it again next week. In the meantime, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll get back to the tunage right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.